What a WWE Monday Night Raw that was last night, guys. And today, this is going to be my Monday Night Raw from last night's show. So here we go. We kicked off Monday Night Raw with Corbin, Lashley, and Drew in the ring. So they talk about Thanksgiving and everything else, and they talk about Braun Strowman, of what they did to him last week and everything else. But then, of course, right after that, they also show a clip what they did to Braun Strowman last week. And then right after that, Braun Strowman was on the Titantron in the hospital talking and stuff to Drew McIntyre, Lashley, and Baron Corbin and stuff and everything else. And then, of course, the lights go out, and then Elias interrupts, and then he starts to sing that Lashley sucks and everything else. And then here we go with our match number 1 of the night, and it is Elias versus Bobby Lashley. That is right. So, during this part, Leo Rush pulled the referee out of the ring, but then the referee had to disqualify everything else. But then, Baron Corbin, he changed the match to be a no disqualification match. Elias versus Bobby Lashley. That is right. And then after that, they all beat down Elias with his guitar and break it. Drew, Lashley, and also Baron Corbin, everything else. And they also use the steel steps during the match. And then Bobby Lashley goes back in the ring, does his finisher on Elias for the 1, 2, 3, and that was it in the no disqualification match. Now we have is our match number 2 of the night. It is Lucha House Party versus the Revival. So before the match started, the Rivals come out and talk about the Lucha House Party and everything else. And then of course they'll have their match. And of course the Lucha House Party won the match with their finisher, one of them on one of the Revivals for the 1, 2, 3, and that was it. Next we have is Nia Jax. She talks about Ronda Rousey and stuff, what she's going to do to her TLC and everything else she talks about. Then out comes Ronda Rousey, then she talks to Nia Jax and everything else. And then of course, out comes Natalya and stuff. And then right after that, the Riot Squad, Ruby Riot, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan would start to beat up Natalya, but then Ronda Rousey helped her out by doing like an armbar onto Liv Morgan. That's how they were. That's how they left. Then that was about it. And then next we have is our match number 3 of the night, and it is for the Raw Tag Team Champions AOP, Authors of Pain versus Bobby Roode, Glorious, and Chad Gable for the Raw Tag Team Championship. This match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it, but then it was a distraction during the match with Drake Maverick on the Titantron ruining Bobby's Roode robe inside the toilet and everything else. And then of course Bobby will bump into Chad Gable by one of the Authors of Pain, and then Authors of Pain will do their finishers on Bobby Roode for the 1, 2, 3, and that was it. Next we have is our match number 4 of the night, and it is Ember Moon versus Alicia Fox. This match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Alicia Fox does her finisher. Alicia Fox does not win the match. God, my bad. It was Ember Moon does her finisher on Alicia Fox for the 1, 2, 3, and that was it for Ember Moon. Now we have is our match number 5 of the night. It is Jinder Mahal versus No Way Jose. So Jinder Mahal won the match with this finisher for the 1, 2, 3, and that was it. And that was it for that part. Now we have his match number 6 of the night. It's for the Intercontinental Champion. So Seth Rollins comes out and talks on the microphone that he's doing his Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge and everything else. And then, of course, he'll talk on the microphone about Dean Ambrose and stuff, but then he says he's going to have an open challenge right now. And here we go with this. And then Dolph Ziggler will come out and everything else. Then Dolph Ziggler will talk on the microphone and stuff to Seth Rollins about he is going to beat him and stuff for that Intercontinental belt. And Seth Rollins talk back to Dolph Ziggler, then they'll have their match. And this match is pretty good. I really enjoyed it. And then Seth Rollins does his top rope finisher maneuver on Dolph Ziggler for the 1, 2, 3. And here's the winner and still your Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins. Now we have is our main event of the night. First, it was Elect GM Baron Corbin versus Finn Balor. But then, of course, since Finn Balor was doing so good on him, Baron Corbin decided to make it be a 2-on-1 handicap match with him and Drew McIntyre. So then it turned out to be Drew McIntyre and the Elect GM Baron Corbin in a handicap match against Finn Balor. So they beat up Finn Balor outside the ring during the match and everything else. And then, of course, Drew McIntyre will do his finisher on Finn Balor for the 1, 2, 3, and that was it for him. And then after the match, Lashley and Drew and the Elect GM Baron Corbin will beat up Finn Balor and stuff and everything else. And what a WWE Monday Night Raw with them all standing in the ring together again inside the ring with Leo Rush and everything else. What a Monday Night Raw was last night, guys. And guys, hope you all enjoyed my WWE Monday Night Raw review from last night's show. So guys, once again, please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Peace out, guys. See ya.